How's it going, YouTube? Doing an update on the Bale Blind I built last year. It has been out all year. I just trailered it back to my house about 2 weeks ago. Want to do an update on what it looks like, what things I thought were bad about it, what things I thought were good about it, and yeah, I'm going to do a walk around and show you what's going on with it. So here we have the side without the door. This was the north facing side. On the hill we had this on our food plots. As you can see, this was not from me trailering this home. All this was like this. There was only 2 layers of the erosion netting on here, and most of the grasses, the straw that was on there had fallen out from the wind. It got beat up fairly bad. Over here on the top, it got beat up pretty bad up there. The tarp started to give out, started to give way. So more erosion control netting is what I need on there. As you see on the top part held up fine. I mean, this is probably we did 4 layers of the erosion netting on here. It worked great up here. It worked great on the windows. I mean, those still are awesome. Where it didn't work great is down here, where it didn't have anything really to rest on. Luckily enough for us, there was a lot of grass that grew up. Some of this was trailer damage, but it mainly looked like this when I pulled it out of the field a couple weeks ago. So I need to find a way to remedy this. Once again, more erosion control netting. Like I said, the windows worked really well. When I took it out there and we put it in place, we were looking at it and we figured, and by we, my dad and I, we put an additional layer of netting over this in between the window and the outside, and we stuck some grasses in. Those have since fallen out. We stuck grasses just so when this is open relatively, we don't open them all the way, but it still breaks up the outline. Here's the worst of the blind, is this side. This was facing the south. We got a lot of winds, a lot of swirling winds. It got beat up real bad. As you can see, the brushing is almost completely gone off all of this. We have a lot of breakage of the tarp, and it doesn't look good. This is something I need to fix. I don't know how I'm going to go about fixing this. It's something I need to sit down and think about. I don't know any tarp solutions just yet to make sure this works. I think I need to ease the transition here, maybe take some PVC, bend it to make it more of a smooth transition from top to side. I don't know how I'm going to do that. One major glaring fail was my father went to go hunt in a stand. We gun hunted out of here. We also bow hunt. He was bow hunting and he looked out to where this was, and the door was doing this in the wind. And I thought my method of securing the door using this was great, and it works great until the wind starts blowing. So I need to redesign how I'm going to actually lock the door. For extended use right now here, all I have is a notch cut in. I may notch out more here. I'm unsure of how to exactly remedy this. I need to sit down and think about it a little bit. But the goods. Well, the good part about this is we took a lot of deer from this blind. It worked almost flawlessly. I had my wife with me. I took a decent buck. She was with me when I took that deer, and it was a great time. I was glad she got to experience that. She was glad she got to experience it. It was something we both, have wanted to do for a long time. Other goods, the bungees that I put up on here to hold the windows open in certain ways. That's all the way open. Well, instead of using the PVC to hold it open, we just clip these on a little lower, and we would look out like such. And where I have this located at on our deer lease, deer aren't going to sneak up on you very well. You can see them coming from a long ways away. So using the bungees and not the actual PVC posts worked out very well. Another thing that worked out and held up, which I'm extremely surprised on, is my duct tape holding a lot of the things together. It's fairly sticky now, but I tried it out this winter when I was actually deer hunting in it, and a lot of these duct tape spots, they're not structural, they're just holding down flaps that I didn't really want to cut off. They stay stuck. Regular duct tape I found doesn't do that. This was the Gorilla brand duct tape, so it was really good stuff. Other good things about this, the day I took my deer, it wasn't super cold, but it was cold enough. And like I said, my wife was with me. We had a little heater in here. She was comfortable, which made me comfortable. It was nice. It was a day where the wind was kind of blowing. It was snowy. It was probably 15, 20 degrees, and we were comfortable. She was comfortable. I was so comfortable, in fact, that her feet got cold. She didn't have very good boots. That I was able to take my boots off, stand here in socks, and still be, you know, more than fine. So, all in all, the Bale Blind is a great idea. Structurally, it's held up well. There's no rot going on. We have a little bit of mold here and there on pieces that were exposed a little bit more. My 4x4 treated 4x4s I have as runners, they're holding up just fine. You know, overall, this thing has done a great job of, hiding hunters, getting wives and children. My daughter turns 11 this year. I'm gonna try to get her out deer hunting, so I need to get this thing built back up because I want her to go with me, and that's something that's important to me and her. And this makes things such as that just a little more easier. So, if you have any suggestions on how I could fix the tarp, how I can keep, the tarp from fraying. That's another thing. I don't want to have to replace the tarp every year. I figured I would have to replace the erosion control netting every year. That's fine. But I don't want to have to take the tarp completely off every time. If you have any suggestions about the erosion control netting, how I can attach it better so more of the straw doesn't fall off. Here's some of the cut stuff we had used, the fill patches to kind of blend it into our area. If you have any suggestions at all, shoot them my way, and I will be doing more videos of the actual teardown. Once I get all this stuff off, I'll do a video of the shape of this. It's kind of reverse done. I should have done it as I built it, but such is life. So leave it in the comments, like, subscribe, and see you on the next video.